And we're live.
Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects into the life. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on here, to change these things that we know and hold dear to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect and how it affects them and the price of milk. Thank you. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe down below.
Hello, everyone. Happy Mother's Day out there to all you mothers. And let's get started with the show, shall we? We've got plenty of brand new Mandela effects to share with you. We've also got some Teresa Lynch group stuff to share. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. How's everybody doing?
Good. Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone, too. Hi.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, Karen Maloney's in the chat. Hey, Karen.
Hi, Karen. It's Melanie. Hi, Karen, Melanie.
Melanie, yes, I got to get that right in my head. All right, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and share the first one.
Happy Mother's Day, Karen.
And my mom is here. My mom is joined for the show tonight. So happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Thank you, Brian.
Happy
Hi,
Mother's Day,
everyone.
Anita. Happy Mother's Day, Esther.
Thanks. Happy Mother's
Yeah,
Day.
Esther, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Esther.
You're still a mom, Sandy. So happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day, Sandy.
Thank
All right, so Mandela Reality Residue Hunters, we've got several things to share here. So first one comes tonight from Eric Michael. He's one of our top contributors in the group. On May 11th, he posted, "I was joking with Teresa Lynch about watch will be a crocodile that lives in dirt and don't need water. I kid you not. I don't know. Whenever I say something, it manifests real fast. It's wild.
Yeah.
Since crocodiles need water to survive, it doesn't make sense that they're able to survive in one of the most driest places on Earth. Still, as crazy as it sounds, these resilient creatures have found a way to survive. Life finds a way. They don't even look like a normal crocodile, does it? What do you think about that?
Looks more leathery.
So they hiss. Apparently, they hiss also, Eric was saying. And there's that Jurassic Park famous line, life finds a way. What do you guys think about that one?
Panel members, could everyone take a moment to mute our America group? Because you're going to hear dings from someone not in the community over and over and over and over again. We need to mute that for a moment. I'm speaking panel members, specifically Anita, Brian,
Okay.
and Jeff.
Yeah, does that mean, do I need to mute my phone?
No, you need to mute the other group that we're in for non-Mandela stuff for the next 8 hours, so it doesn't interrupt the show. That's all.
Okay. You guys got that?
Down to like all the way. So if I get any notifications, you can't hear it.
Okay, our next
Oh, mute the.
next one
of
tonight.
tribal government.
The next one tonight from Teresa Lynch's Mandela Reality Residue Hunters group. Teresa posted here in the chat, "I noticed my clouds look very bizarre this morning outside my workplace. It tripped me out. Thought I would share these pictures with everyone." So kind of looks like one of those tie-dye shirts, does it not?
It really does.
Yeah.
Like seriously. Have you guys ever noticed the clouds like this?
Mm-hmm.
Not
Isn't
like
that
that.
They're stretched really. I mean, let me zoom in so you guys can see that real good. I mean, that looks like troll's hair a little bit right there. Or something
Guys, this
Oh,
freaked
Teresa's
me
still out.
out.
I caught it live, and I'm looking at it, going, no, no, no. I had to do this before I walked into work. I was looking up the sky, and I'm like, no way. So sorry if I took a lot of pictures, but I couldn't help myself.
It's okay.
You know?
Brian, can you lower Teresa's mic a little bit? It's super loud.
Yeah.
I have never seen our clouds do this as long as I've been living here in Las Vegas since 2004. I've never seen the clouds do this. I've seen them do other things, but not this.
Great, Brian. Great.
Is that better?
What would you call those, Sandy? Because you've been studying a lot about the clouds. What would you call that?
Well, those are cirrus clouds, but I've never seen them streaky like that.
Is that good? Is that good pictures?
They're great pictures. You did a great job.
I'm like, yeah, this is real. This isn't photoshopped. I literally stood there and looked up at the sky, and I'm like, I cannot go in to work until I take pictures of this. And I had to share these. Anything weird that I see in the sky, guys, I am snapping pictures of it, okay, to bring to you guys.
Well, we're supposed to look, as Christians, we're supposed to look for stuff like that. Signs in the heavens and signs in the...
Look at that, though. It's tripping me out. I don't even know how
I wish I could have taken a picture yesterday. It was literally like a rainbow, like all mixed in the clouds. Like the clouds were all different. Like it was blue, pink, purple. Like it was like it looked like a rainbow just like splattered across like the sky. Like it was really cool looking, but I couldn't.
You mean like oil on the asphalt or something?
No, it was like
an oil spill?
It was kind of, I don't know, like you see like an old oil painting or something like that, where they have all different colors all over the canvas, where it's just really pretty. It's like purple is like in one spot, and then a couple feet over it's red, and then a couple feet over it's like a blue color, then it's pink, and it's like, it looks really cool. I just couldn't get a picture because I was going like 55, and I'm like, well, I can't really drive and take pictures.
Yeah. Yes, please don't do that.
And it wasn't really safe. It wasn't really safe. There wasn't really nowhere to pull over. So I was like, wow, this is really cool. Like, and also my camera wouldn't have picked up any of those colors. I have an Android. It doesn't take good pictures.
Mine's an Android.
Amazing.
I can take pictures of the moon with my Android.
Well, my Android has
different Androids have different models. It's not like the iPhone where it's all Apple. There's different Androids.
Yeah, there's different ones. Anyway, so this one is residue for Volkswagen Beetle or Volkswagen logo. Teresa says here, I seen this last time I was at our local indoor swap meet on the front of one of the cool stores that sells a lot of groovy stuff. So what do you think about that? The logo is connected. You see now in this reality, the V and the W is broken, but there's perfect residue. You see that?
I was standing there staring at the store going, no way. And nobody else noticed it, of course, because they're not awake to this. I'm like, I got to show this.
That's great residue.
That is
Thank you.
It really is.
Thank you. Right in front of people walking by.
Yeah, guys, we have found so much stuff this week. It's not even funny. Like there's just so much. Not only residues are popping out.
The truth is being known, Brian. The veil is being lifted.
There's so much stuff this week that I couldn't even do it all. We have 9 folders tonight. Normally we have anywhere between 5 and 6 on a good night. Oh my God! And there's 9 this week.
Yeah, normally
and I
there's
still
like 5.
didn't get them half done.
Hi, Deborah O'Connor.
This is what is this, Teresa, about the moon?
That's you. Oh, yes. That's your post, right? Silly you. Well, why don't you read your post?
Most of the time, I'm taking pictures of the moon. Okay, but this one actually scientists are actually confirming what's inside the moon.
Click on it.
For a while, we thought it was like hollow.
Mm-hmm.
Or empty inside or something.
Or solid rock.
Yeah, nobody knew really.
Chocolate. I'm gonna make a joke. There's chocolate inside.
I'm not sure if it opened up the link for you guys.
Spider's gonna pop out.
All right, you guys see it?
If you're a Doctor Who fan, you'd get that.
So what's the article say, Brian?
Wait, what about the Doctor Who thing, Esther? What were you saying? Sorry.
The 12th Doctor was Clara. They have the
Is that the
moon
new Doctor
actually
Who?
kind of, yeah,
Keep track of all the doctors.
with Peter Capaldi as the Doctor, and actually the moon actually it was a spider's egg that cracked open, and then she laid a new one, and it was pretty cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a big, egg.
Hi, pushing buttons. Brian, while you're pulling this up, we have Deborah O'Connor. Well, wow, I'm reading 2 names at once. Deborah O'Connor, Erica Cosat, Tribal Government, and Pushing Buttons jump into the chat on my end.
Nice shout out, Sandy.
That's perfect shout out. Yes. Sandy, how many subscribers do you have now?
530.
You gotta, all she has to get is 400 more, guys. 450 more.
Only 460 more. Yeah. Okay.
We'll just say 500 just to be on the safe side.
Please subscribe to Sandy's channel.
Yes, Sandy, you can post your channel in the chat there for people to subscribe to.
Yes.
You mean your chat?
Yes, in my chat.
Okay.
Well, you can do it in your chat too, Sandy.
Yeah, do it in your chat too.
Please like and subscribe, everyone, on whichever channel you're watching.
You have to make sure to hit the bell though, because if you don't hit the bell, you're not going to be notified. In other words, it's not going to pop up for you.
And
so
also, Brian, in your chat, we have the Samoan Watchman and Mandanimal. Welcome, everyone.
Ooh.
Nice, welcome, you guys.
Mandanimal's here. Mm-hmm. Robert Humphrey. There's Robert Humphrey.
Robert Humphrey jumped
Robert
in?
Humphrey. Hey, Robert.
I can't see
him
Robert.
Yet.
Oh, he's in my chat. That's why I was over at Brian.
Aw. Pushing Buttons
Robert.
said something nice, Sandy.
Aw, thank you, Pushing Buttons. Aw.
Such a sweetheart.
I can't show it on the screen. Brian has to do that.
Oh. Hey, Deborah.
What am I showing on the screen?
A nice comment.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me show that. Where is it?
Oh.
Do you want me to read your?
Wait, where is it?
That?
It's in the chat, Brian.
Sandy is worth the sub. Yes, well worth the sub. Yes, thank you, Pushing Buttons.
62.
Yeah. All right, we got 21 people watching, you guys. Get the word out there. We need to get more people.
Brian, I did the post in my group already. I did it while I was on mute.
Yes, it's going to be a really fantastic show. We got plenty more planned for tonight.
Lots of new stuff too, right?
It's all new and
residue folder.
It's a long show. Everybody keeps asking, no residue folder. There wasn't enough room for it. There was too much. There's 9 folders tonight.
Good stuff tonight, everyone. Try to stay awake.
Yes.
Coffee. That's what I'm drinking.
That's what I have.
I was drinking root beer earlier.
All right, Brian, read your article so we can get to the
it's a very quick article. I'm just going to read over it real quick, okay? A thorough investigation has found the inner core of the moon is in fact a solid ball with a density similar to that of iron. So this is what the researchers are hoping will settle a long debate whether the moon is solid or molten, and it may lead to a more accurate understanding of the moon's history, and by extension that of the solar system. So yeah, it's definitely worth the read if you want to check out this article. This was recently put out there from Science Alert. Definitely check that out.
Now, before we get to the folders, when you're done Facebook, we want to point out that Teresa's name tonight.
Wait, what?
I want Teresa and Anita to both say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Anita.
Teresa, Teresa, what is that? Your name says Teresa, not Anita.
Because everybody thinks we're the same person, but we're not.
Oh, were people thinking that you were the same person?
Yes.
Really?
Hi, Anita.
That's why she put not Anita.
We are definitely. If I was Anita, I would be Brian's mother. And I don't remember giving birth to Brian.
Or anybody.
Or anybody. I have no children. No, Anita gave birth to. How many kids, Anita, do you have? Anita, how many kids you got? 2?
Yeah, Brian and
2 that you
Megan.
know of. I'm going to make a joke. 2 that you know of.
No, just 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
Brian, I thought you would like this one that I found. That not that I didn't find, but somebody else found. This is. You tell me if this is old technology or new technology for that timeline. Go ahead, show it.
You want to mention who posted this?
It looks like it's from Rachel Casada.
So this is
But I want you
something
to
about
play it.
pretty advanced for 1979. Check this out.
Yeah, can you play it? I don't think you'll get a copyright because it's
I
in my
hope not.
group. No.
No, you can still get a copyright from the people who posted it.
Yeah, it's in News and Memes, The Office of the Future commercial, May 14, 1979.
But look at the weird stuff it does. Check this out.
I can't really read what is.
It looks like an iPad, but it's closer to a what were they called? The Newtons.
Well, wasn't this at the time the word processors? Like for a while there, it was just word processors, right?
No, but it was doing some weird stuff. That's what I wanted. I wanted you to just play a little bit of it.
I don't.
Maybe a few seconds.
There it is.
Xerox systems like this will help you manage your most precious resource, information.
Yeah, check this out.
Anything else? Flowers. Well, what flowers? My anniversary.
Wow, that is pretty advanced. Wait, did you guys notice that Xerox logo? Did you see the Xerox logo, guys?
Yes, because Xerox was the computer.
I know.
Back then.
I know. Did you see the broken R? Maybe we should ask Tom because he works for Xerox.
We've covered Xerox. We've covered the logo before. It's all messed up.
It's all vectorized pretty much with the yeah.
Oh.
All right.
I think there's a few more.
You were supposed to mute Brian. You just closed out.
Yes, I know. I was trying to zoom out, and I didn't mean to zoom out that far.
A Kindle. Yeah, it could look like Kindle too. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is more from Teresa's group. The last one we're going to present for tonight from her.
That's
group
you,
here.
Brian.
Yep, this is the one that I asked Teresa to look at.
Read it. Read the top of it.
Okay, so here's a question for you guys. We talked about this before on the show, but for all of you who are new out here that have just joined us recently, how many legs do you remember a scorpion having? Be honest. How many legs do you remember them having? And before I scroll all the way down where it'll show you, do you remember A, 6 or B, 8?
So why does the graphic show 9?
C, not sure.
Why does the graphic on the right show 9?
What?
I think that's
the number 9.
Oh, they're showing different parts of the scorpion.
Yeah.
It's counting all the little parts.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you guys remember?
Too many legs. It should have 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
It shouldn't
Ralph
exist.
and Cassie says 10.
Yeah,
well, I'm a Scorpio. I should know this.
Yes. Simone Watchman says 6. We have Ralph and Cassie Francis says 10. We have Pushing Button says 6. Lemon Drop says 6.
We're not including the Pinterest now. Remember that.
Okay.
Oh no, Ralph recorrects to no 6. I was thinking spider.
Mandela says 2 on the Biden scorpion. It looks like most of you guys are saying 6 legs.
There's a few 8s.
Yes, a couple of 8s here, but I remember 6 as well. And I'm going to point this out to you guys. I found residue today.
On the left.
I took my daughter to we went to Cracker Barrel looking for gifts and stuff. And I went in here. I was looking. I wasn't really looking. It just popped up. Okay.
Well,
So this scorpion it's a robot toy.
it's
called a
pretty.
hex bug.
I'm a
And check it out. This
Brian,
scorpion
I told you
bug.
you should have got me that.
Hi, Jency.
Well, you guys see it? The residue right here. There's six legs, and of course the tail right there. Now, current reality shows 8. There are 8 legs, and there are 2 pincers. That means this thing it technically has 10 legs now.
Yeah.
Technically, okay.
Yeah, with the claws.
So we have some shocked. Let's see who was shocked. Anthony Rogers was shocked by this photo.
It was the other one.
Somebody thumbed it up. I can't tell.
Oh, okay. It should show.
Does it show?
Yeah, usually up.
Oh, Marty.
Yeah.
Marty Sayers. He put a thumbs up. All right.
What's a fairly new post, Brian? Too. Remember, it's a new.
Yes.
Post.
Yeah, I just asked you to post that tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, you'll get more responses. You will.
Okay, now for the main part of the show, we're going to be talking about some of the new effects.
We're gonna do mine first, Brian.
Yeah, who's going first?
All right,
Me?
you're gonna do
Me?
Teresa's first, and then you're gonna have to go all the way back to the beginning. There should be 3 before Teresa's.
Yeah. This one freaked me out. I'm just curious what people are going to remember, though, Sandy.
Me too, because Teresa and I remember different things.
I'm curious to know what the people in our panel remembers, like you, Anita, Brian, Esther, and Jeff. I'm curious to see what you guys remember.
Well, you know what I remember.
Yeah,
But
it's crazy. And we've seen it how many different ways? 3
and I just
different
want to
ways.
mention that Curiouser remembers what I do when we both went to art school.
No.
Yeah, she remembers exactly what I remember.
I hope I'm not alone on mine.
Well, you weren't. We found residue.
Okay. You guys see this?
Oh, no, I have an alarm going off. Sorry, go ahead, guys.
What's that alarm?
I got to clock Joey out.
Oh, okay.
Some you said clock him out, like boom.
I do. Like clock him out like
No,
from
I mean
work.
like hit him.
Oh, no. Teresa, you're up. I can't see the chat. Who can see Brian's chat so that they can... Esther, can you please watch the chat because you can see both?
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, Robert's okay. Credit Teresa Lynch, me, of course. I brought something to Sandy's attention, a change to the name of a famous Van Gogh painting that we have previously discussed.
Well, here we go again.
Yep. This one's gonna freak you guys out a little bit. At least it did me. The craziest part, we both remember the different titles for the painting, and the painting's name doesn't match either of our memories. So now it's time to ask you, what do you remember this painting being called? Here we go. Let's see what people remember. Don't cheat and look it up, guys. What do you remember this famous Van Gogh painting being called? The full name.
Oh, wait.
Starry
What do you
Night.
remember, Anita?
Starry, Starry Night.
Yes. And by the way, guys, yes, I did change my channel name. It's now the Brian MacFarlane Effect. That is the main channel. There's going to be an archive channel, the Brian MacFarlane Archive, for older videos.
Oh, what did you remember, Anita?
Starry, Starry Night.
You remember Starry Night?
No, Starry, Starry Night.
Oh, she
Okay.
remembers Starry twice.
Oh, Jeff?
Starry Night.
Starry Night. Esther?
Yeah, that was Starry Night. Starry
It was
Night
always
still
Starry Night.
is coming out.
I guess I'm alone on this.
Jency, I changed the name because this way, if people search just Mandela Effect on YouTube, my channel will come up.
Sandy, did your channel name change too?
I changed mine before you. I changed it 2 weeks ago.
It's not a Mandela effect either.
Oh,
No.
what did you change? What did you change yours to?
SandyDiVa Mandela
Mom?
effects. So that way, when they
Oh,
search,
okay,
when
okay.
people search Mandela effect, my channel should come up.
Oh,
Starry
Okay.
Night. The song was Starry Night.
That's what I thought.
nobody's remembering it like me.
It's okay, Teresa. It's
Well,
okay.
unfortunately, there is residue for what I remember.
And
Mhm.
not only that, everyone is wrong, so it's okay.
Watch this, guys.
Starry Night.
You guys are gonna freak out. You ready?
Hi, Noise Guru.
Sandy.
In my past, this painting was called A Starry Night. In my past, there was only ever Starry Night. Sandy's past, it was Starry Night. So Sandy remembers Starry Night, and I remember A Starry Night. But of course, the title has always been, you get this, guys? The Starry Night. It changed. And this reality. That's what it's called now.
No, it was Starry Night.
Yeah, that was never there.
I was
Absolutely
shocked when I
not.
showed Sandy this.
That must be a new one.
It is, Brian. I
But
found it accidentally.
Yeah,
Like-
but not only that.
Wait a second, Teresa. Erica Cosat has a dual memory. She remembers A as well.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
She remembers
Hey.
this Starry Night too?
Teresa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teresa, did you notice that the moon used to be a full moon and now it's a partial
We covered that,
We
Brian.
covered that, Brian.
That was mine.
And not only that, not all the stars are yellow. There are some
Yes, we
that are white. There's a white
we
one here
covered
and
it.
nothing.
We covered that, Brian.
And they also have orange in the center now. It looks
Yes.
obscene.
Yes, we covered that, Brian.
Yeah, that's why I started this. That a painting that we previously covered has changed.
Previously,
Yeah, and
we
what
previously,
exactly,
yeah.
guys, what exactly is this object here? It looks like troll hair. What is that object supposed to be?
He shoved under the ground, and that's his hair.
I think it's. I think it's like bushes in the foreground or trees. Oh my gosh!
Would you believe
alarm.
this? Some people remember it being a castle.
I actually kind of do remember it being a castle. I agree with that 100%.
This isn't the only painting like this. He has series which all start out with Starry Night. So why would the original have the in front of Starry Night, but not the others?
So this is Starry Night over the room.
How many of you guys out there took art classes? You had to take it as a requirement in high school. I know that.
Mm-mm.
Some people had to take a requirement or something like that. So anyway, what?
Art appreciation was called.
Yeah, and do you remember Starry Night or The Starry Night?
Starry Night or Starry Night. Maybe I'm thinking the song.
Well, we're going to see residue, what Sandy remembers and what I remember.
So the lighter green is residue of Starry Night, and the darker green is residue of A Starry Night.
Yeah.
And there's even a song called Starry Night, inspired by Van Gogh's painting Starry Night.
Yeah. And then he says in the song, Starry Night.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why you were remembering Starry, yes.
Yeah, that's why.
There's a reason, you guys, why Sandy puts it with a green border.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so that in case the residue changes, it 9 times out of 10, it's not going to change the color of the border.
Yeah, for some reason, editing an image, like by editing, I mean like putting a box around it. For some reason, it's much less likely to change. But I've had residue change on me.
It's a barrier.
Yeah.
A barrier, like.
Yeah, it's a barrier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this is what I remember. And check out the residue, guys. I just remember A Starry Night. It's just always been what I remembered. I know I'm a lot older than everybody.
I kind of am having a dual memory on a Starry Night versus Starry Night, but it was never the Starry Night.
I know, and that's what it is now.
Wow. But
It
you
was
know
always
his name,
Starry Night for
Vincent
me.
Van Gogh? The Van is capitalized. The
Jency
on the
says
other
a
one.
Starry Night as well, Teresa.
Oh, wow. So people are remembering it. Thank you, Jincy.
Okay, who's next? Mom, you want to go next?
Actually, pushing buttons joke was funny, but you have to know Van Gogh to think it's funny. She's like, I give my left ear to go back.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah,
I missed that comment.
I would
Okay.
give my left ear to go back. Wouldn't you? Are we still on the Sagittarius? Are we on the Sagittarius arm, or where are we? I forgot.
And go ahead, make my day.
I have no
Orion.
idea where we're at.
The Orion.
We're on here,
Orion
Spur
Spur?
now.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
moving around.
All right, credit. Mom, this is yours. You want to read it, or you want me to read it?
Well, when it pops up, I will.
No, wait, Brian. If your mom's staying, don't do hers right now. Save it. It's the best one tonight. It's the best
hold on,
one.
but hold on, Sandy. I think my mom wants to jump off and spend some time with my dad.
Oh, okay.
Teresa's got to jump off also. Teresa, you said you got to go?
I'll stay here a little bit longer, but I'm going to mute myself, okay?
Okay, no problem.
I'm just going to mute, but I'll stay here and listen, all right? Sound good?
Okay.
I'm still here, just muting.
Yeah, I'll be in the chat. But
Right,
okay, so okay, the name of the fourth first lady, the wife of President James Madison, has been Mandela'd. Is that right? Mandela?
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I added a lot to this, Anita. I'm sorry.
That's cute. So, guys, in the chat and panel, how do you remember her first name being spelled?
You can say it. You can say it.
Dolly Madison. So, how do you remember it's being spelled?
So again, guys, we want your memory, not what Google tells you. What do you remember? How do you remember it being spelled?
One part or the other, all spelling it Dolly. Never heard of her?
Me too. Dolly, Sandy.
Okay.
Well, most Americans will have heard of her. Not even just for her being the president's wife, but for other reasons. And we're going to see those other reasons coming up.
Yeah. Well, the ice cream's named after her too. Dolly
the ice
Madison.
cream, the cakes. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that.
All right. Well, Erica says, "Oh my God, 100%." All right, we ready to go to the next one?
Yeah, you're gonna freak out, guys, because I remember it as with a Y. Roll the tape. Okay, there it is. So, EY. We remember her name as Dolly with a Y, Madison, but her name has always been now EY. Do you remember EY? I don't.
That's like what happened with J.C. Penney. If you think about it, the J.C. Penney became from Penny. Now it's Penne.
Yep.
Yeah.
With an EY at the end.
Right, Erica? Erica, we had the same reaction.
Oh my God, this is crazy, man. How many of you guys remember her name with a Y? I know I do.
I don't
like Dolly
Parton.
Or the
Not only
Dolly
that,
with the bracelet.
I've never seen that spelling for Dolly ever till now.
Me either.
I was shocked.
I mean,
who the heck is Dolly Madison?
Oh, that's the wrong letter. I was thinking like, well, if it's like closer to like British spelling, but they always use an U. Like color, they put like U's in there. So it's like, well, maybe I'm like, no.
Look at that.
I don't even. You said she was a first lady. I guess she was a first lady.
Yeah, she was the fourth first lady of the United States.
Yeah. And just like Hillary changed, now Dolly changed, the first lady.
Hmm. Dolly Madison was one of the most beloved first ladies in American history, which is why there's so much stuff with her name on it. And we're going to get into that. Because, like I said, I went beyond her name here. The second part of this presentation's from me.
Hey, anyone got a siren sound effect?
No, just say it. It's fine.
So want me to read that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So many will claim that we remember Dolly with a Y because of Dolly Madison Bakery, Dolly Madison Ice Cream, and Dolly Madison Dairy, but all were named after the First Lady. So why the heck would they all spell her name wrong with an EY? Beyond me.
That would be a very false assumption to get someone's name wrong.
That's like if everybody started spelling George Washington differently, like George, like with a J, like George Washington Avenue with a J instead. It just doesn't make sense. Her name was Dolly with an EY in this reality. So why is everything named after her with a Y? So it says Dolly Madison, the First Lady of the United States and wife of James Madison, fourth President of America, popularized ice cream in the White House, which is why the ice cream company was named after her. History in 1937, Ralph Leroy. Well, the point is, the name was inspired by First Lady Dolly Madison, known for elegant parties. And that is why Dolly Madison Cakes, the bakery, was named after her. Because she was known for these elegant parties with cakes. They all name them after her, yet spell her name wrong? That doesn't make any sense.
That's a huge red flag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's also a cigar company. Go ahead, Anita.
Dolly Madison cigar. Okay, I never heard that one. There weren't just ice cream cake brands either. Several products, including jewelry, watches, even cigars, were all named after the First Lady, all spelled with the Y in Dolly.
That's a good find. Very good find, Mom.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's a weird one.
See, that's resident there.
Yeah.
You don't name all this stuff after somebody only to spell their name wrong over and over and over again.
Exactly, Jeff. So why would so many books, both fiction and nonfiction, spell the fourth First Lady's name wrong too?
Hey, check out that weird merging at the bottom for Mad.
Yep.
That's like Mad TV. That logo merged for me too.
And look at the life and letters of. Look at the S, and it's just look at it all. Crooked E's, the D. The of has a dot inside the O. It's just weird.
It's also a connection to another Mandela effect with the way the mad is merged. We're all mad here.
Yep.
Most everyone's
I thought you were going to say otherworldly things. Jeff, sorry.
Yeah.
But it basically is otherworldly stuff going on with this, I think. I don't know.
These are all books with her name spelled with a Y. And so are these.
I mean, it has to be. Have we ruled out the parallel worlds theory? Have we ruled that out, or is it still running around?
I would never rule that out.
Brian, there's no way to rule out or prove any theory, which is why they're theories. Exactly. They can't be proven, and that's why I don't mind talking about it once in a while, but I don't want to waste my time on speculation. It's just speculation. It's just opinion. I like dealing with facts. Facts is residue. It's proven that things are changing, and that's what I like doing.
Okay. Now, but it's not just books. This Bolivar Special Edition watch, for instance, spells Dolly with a Y's name wrong as well.
There's a close-up coming. You don't have to zoom in, Brian.
Bulova. Are they still around, Bulova?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. I used to have a Bulova watch, a men's watch.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Noise Guru says, in some universe, me and Sandy are neighbors. That would be awesome.
Who said that?
Noise Guru.
Love it. Love it. I especially love the cat avatar thing for your logo.
Oh, yeah, I love that cat.
Yeah, stay with the Y's.
Oh, why? Check out the coin, everyone.
That picture makes her look really big, though.
Yeah,
I'm not concerned about the picture. All I care about is the name on that coin is right.
Yeah.
Well, what about this? 0.999 silver. Double Eagle First Wife's Dolly Madison coin. You would think they would spell check her name and write it correctly before minting thousands of coins.
Yeah, you would think.
That's a complete disrespect to the First Lady, in fact.
Yeah.
Which they never would have done.
Nope.
And I like pushing button 62's comment. Mic drop with the coin.
Yep.
Yes.
And also, before you read, Anita, Brian, you just skipped over an important slide that Anita did not even read.
Oh, sorry.
So wait, the top right-hand corner. Can you zoom in on that picture before she reads? No, the right hand with the red box. Why is that ice cream checked without the E? Quality checked. It's not even CHCK. It's CHEKD.
Yeah. Quality checked, all right.
I'll be checking out.
Maybe she
weird.
She looks fatter.
Anyway, now, all right, Anita, you can read. Go ahead.
Okay. The amount of residue of people spelling her name wrong is unbelievable. So if you have the current memory, like we do with a Y, hopefully the residue will convince you that her name was Dolly with a Y.
So here's a bracelet.
Yeah.
Dolly Madison. I can't read the company names. It's in gold. There's more to read. I'm sorry, Anita. I found a lot of stuff. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Coconut cream. Isn't that Lucy? No, that's not Lucy.
That's Sally.
Sally. I also want to talk about a few related things, starting with the logos associated with Dolly Madison products. Do you remember this type of merging?
So the coconut cream is merged. I don't remember that. I remember these pies. I remember the peanuts being on them. I don't remember the big C's merging.
Like Coca-Cola. The big C and Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm.
Coconut cream.
Carnation. There's a lot of them. That's a pattern we see. But this is what I really want to talk about. The next slide, Brian.
Next few slides. Apparently, this is a
daguerreotype
photograph made from life masks of James and Dolly Madison when they were in their 70s. So this is how they really looked. Do you remember real photos of presidents back then?
So on the next slide, Brian, we have the photos, real photos made from life masks of them. Can you go to the next slide so they can see what we're talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what life masks are.
It's like a cast. They did like a plaster cast of their faces, and then made
Oh.
molds and statues of them. But they made photographs as well.
Hmm.
So this is like old-fashioned Photoshop, everyone. This was cast in 1825 at the age of 74 for James Madison. There's another slide, Brian, in color this time. Another 1800s Photoshop technique. Go ahead, Anita.
Okay. And this is a photoshopped enhancement version, sharpened, colorized background in their White House added of them as they would have looked at the time the photo was taken. They were just painting in my past, as I remember.
Yeah, I just remember paintings of them. I don't remember Daguerreau type photos and stuff like that of them.
Mm-mm.
Then again, we have photos of Lincoln, so. Now, this is an actual question. I don't know if this is a thing back then, so I'm asking you here. Go ahead, Anita.
Okay, this image has Lucy in the wrong color, green. Interstate Bakeries Corporation logo from 1930. Close up on the next slide, Dolly, Uncle Sam, residue, and a recount. And a recount sticker from the 1970s. Did people ask for recount back then?
So, asking the chat, did they ask for recounts back in the 70s? I mean, maybe they did, and I just didn't know because I was a baby or wasn't born yet. But they
Wait,
had
what are
a
you talking about
sticker.
recounts?
Huh?
I don't remember any recounts.
I don't know, but it's got Snoopy. It's a political sticker, and it says "Win, lost, recount?" Question mark. It's just weird to me to see recount. And also, Snoopy has no face on any of the stickers, which is very bizarre.
You look at that.
But he does have an Uncle Sam hat, so we'll take it. And this is the bakery that made Dolly Madison. On the next slide, Brian.
Hmm.
Look at the logo from back then.
Wow.
Going back to
Wait.
1930.
That's so weird.
Oh.
And then there's more reading. I'm sorry, Anita. This is a really long one.
The IBC logo is very reminiscent of the 1969-1998 Bank of America logo that recently popped up in my timeline.
Yes, I talked about this a couple months ago. I don't remember this Bank of America logo, and it's very similar to that IBC logo. But this one goes back to 19.
No, I had a Bank of America account. When did I have it? It was when I was in high school. It wasn't like that. Yeah, it wasn't like that.
I know.
My mortgage was Bank of America.
No memory of this.
Nope. Just Bank of America. No, logo like that.
Yeah. All right, so here's a little bit more residue. We have Dolly Madison on. Now, the one on the bottom right, that's like a manhole in a street. And her name is on there. Dolly Madison on the left is the cigar box. And on the top right, the top center, they wrote Dolly Madison for the stamp plate block, but it's spelled with an EY on the actual stamps. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it for that slide deck. Mom, if you have to go, I don't blame you if you want to step out. You know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Well,
All right,
thank you
thanks
for
for
being here. Happy Mother's Day, Anita.
You too.
thanks for coming on,
Thank you.
Mom.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Bye, Jeff.
night.
Good
Good
night,
night,
Anita.
Anita.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's
Nice
Day,
to meet you.
Anita.
Bye.
Hey guys,
Enjoy your day, Mom.
I'm gonna go to Brian and Sandy and everyone. Okay, I'm gonna
All
go
right. Good
to.
night, Teresa.
All right.
Good
Good
night,
night,
Teresa.
Teresa.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for letting me share my art thing.
No problem. Have a great
Okay.
night.
Okay. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night.
I think, yeah, good night, Teresa. I think the next one we're going to cover, guys, is Karen Melanie's. Hey, I got it right. Sorry.
You did. Yes, you did. Karen Melanie's is up next.
Yes,
And it's
Karen
perfect
Melanie's.
for Mother's Day. Perfect for Mother's Day. Jeff, do you want to read?
Yeah. Credit Karen Melanie. Years ago, many in the community covered the Indian or ghost pipe plant because none of us had ever seen it before. And because it was pure white, didn't make chlorophyll, and was bioluminescent when the sun went down. But now only one of those statements is true. One is partially true and the other is completely false. The fact that is still true is that the plant does not make chlorophyll. The feed from nearby plants through their root system.
They. It's supposed to be they. It ought to correct me
Okay.
again.
I was wondering. They feed from nearby plants through their root system. The fact.
Oh, sorry. I just want to say something. These flowers are more like mushrooms.
Yes, they're more like mushrooms, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, but they're flower. They're weird. All right, go ahead, Jeff.
The fact that is now false. They no longer glow at night. My presentation on these has either completely disappeared or at least I can't find it anywhere.
I remember them glowing at night.
Yep, I remember having a whole presentation on these, and it doesn't exist anymore.
What?
I'm not kidding. Can't find it anywhere.
Wow. The partially true fact is they are ghostly white. It's only partially true because there's now a rare red candy stick variety called Allotropa virgata. Its stalk is striped like a candy cane, but that's not all. But the regular variety is only white for a very short period of time. It now quickly develops black spots, then turns pink after releasing its seeds. After turning pink, the whole plant turns black, then brown, and it shrivels and dies.
Do you guys remember there being black spots all over these and them turning pink? Because I don't ever remember seeing pink ones ever. Ever. Or the black spots. You can see the black spots clearly on those two on the left.
Yeah, I've only ever seen them white.
Mm-hmm.
We don't remember ever seeing black spots on these plants, let alone colors. Does anyone remember these being anything other than white? That's a no from me.
Look at all these colors, guys. They were just white.
Did you guys see Esther's message?
No, I have to. I actually have to clock Joey out late because I clocked him in late today. So I'm doing that now. I can't even see the chat.
She's backstage. StreamYard kicked her out.
She's back in. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Whenever you're browsing with Google Chrome, if you're on your phone, or if you leave Google Chrome, it will kick you out of StreamYard because StreamYard relies on Google Chrome if you're on an Android phone.
Oh, I was doing absolutely nothing. I was just
It
listening.
just kicked you. Wow.
Oh, you are here.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, your mom was talking, and all of a sudden I didn't hear anybody, and I'm like, hello, 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 and then all of a sudden it just crashed, and it was like something went wrong. And I'm like,
I'm sorry
I'm
that
not
happened to
doing
you.
anything.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Esther.
Oh no, it's my laptop. Since the update, it does weird things anyway. Like when I first open up Google, it shuts down. You have to wait for it to open up again. It does it every time. Even my daughter knows it. She's like, "Yep, you have to hold on. You gotta wait. Gotta let it cycle." My kids know this. It's a cycle. It's frustrating.
Can you guys see the
I
black
hate it when I
spots
get
on those
updates.
white ones? Brian, can you see
It's
the black
weird.
spots on the white ones?
I can, yes.
I'm
Zoom
saying,
in.
yeah, probably zoom in for the audience because they're small. I can't see
You can
them.
definitely see them right there.
Yeah.
I remember we had some of those in our yard, and we're like, "What are those things?" We didn't touch them, but I think we found out that they were mushrooms. I don't remember. We just like, those things are cool, but they weren't around long enough to notice like what happened to them because we kind of like mowed over them.
And what are these things
We also
called?
had like
They're
Ghost-
ghost pipe flowers or Indian pipe, depending on your region. I don't ever remember them turning pink, and they turn black and pink and then die. And I do not remember ever seeing any of these images when we covered this before. And like I said, my presentation on them is gone. So this is a great find, Karen.
Well, here's the thing. Here's a joke I just wrote about these ghost pipe flowers. Why don't they make good secret keepers?
I don't know, but that's okay, Mr. Super Sidewinder. You can always catch the replay. We're just happy you were here at all. That's awesome. Thank you for being here, even though you're tired.
Well, okay, so you know why these ghost pipe flowers?
No.
Why don't they make good secret keepers?
Why, Brian?
Because they're always so transparent.
Hi, Michael Fontaine. Yeah, Jency, I've scrolled through I've scrolled through my entire Flickr. It's not there. I can't find it anywhere. And that has happened to me before, where things have changed and my entire presentation is gone. Now, it may be in one of Brian's live streams, but I don't have 1,000 hours to sit and watch all of them all over again to find it.
Yeah, it would take a while.
It would take a while, yes.
Yeah, they don't glow in the dark, guys.
Yeah, they used to. They don't.
That's wild.
No, no one hacked my PC, Jency. The Mandela effect took it away because the things in that presentation are no longer part of this reality. They used to glow. They no longer glow. They used to only be white. They're no longer just white.
Sandy, I still believe in the quantum computer theory. I think it's quantum computers, in my opinion.
And I like I said, I believe it's multiple things. I believe it's multiple things happening, working in tandem. I believe it has to do with string theory. I believe God and the devil have something to do with it. I believe the computers could have something to do with it. The only thing I don't believe is that we are in a matrix. I don't believe that. Because that would imply that I have control over my life to some degree. That there would be some cheat code that I would be able to figure out. And that means intentionally or unintentionally, I'm making myself sick. I can not believe that. Brian, you want to read this one? This one's mine.
Sure. Sure, Sandy. I know you work real hard on these things. So yeah, Sandy has another weather condition to ask you guys about that she's never heard of. Have you ever heard of a heat burst or what's known as Satan storm. Anyone ever heard of this? Gen C is shouting, "Never, WTF?" CERN veils, CERN, yes, all the way.
And CERN, I believe I believe CERN amplifies the effect, not causes it. I believe they amplify it. Because the Mandela effects did not stop when CERN was shut off. It just slowed down. So I now believe that they amplify it.
Wow. All right. So looks like none of you guys have really heard of this. I haven't either. This is a first on me. But apparently, this little photographic explains how heat bursts work in action. They're very basic, they're very dry microbursts that plummet the dew point, but at the same time, they dramatically increase the temperature at night. I don't know. Is this similar to heat lightning or no? Not at all.
No, not at all. So we've talked about microbursts where, and bomb cyclones. It's like we've shown pictures where it's a cloud and then rain is coming down like in one spot and it looks like an atomic bomb cloud, but it's rain. That's a microburst. And this is a microburst without rain. There is no rain. It's dry. It's a microburst of dry air, like someone turned a hair dryer on one spot of a town.
Wow,
it's so bizarre. I can't.
Yeah, it's this shows right here in the Fort Morgan Times. A rare heat burst damages property, downs power lines. The downburst can knock out power lines, down trees, and destroy buildings if powerful enough. And temperatures can rise significantly, even over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in minutes. But the effect from the heat burst can last up to several hours.
Again, this is at night. It only happens at night with the temperatures rising. So imagine it was 75 degrees all day. You go to bed at night and wake up, it's 100 degrees outside.
That's bizarre. No. I don't think I could accept that explanation. But anyway, this is the Copperler, how you say it? Copperle heat burst.
Copperle?
Yeah. But the mother of all heat bursts happened on June 15, 1960 in Copperle, Texas. That night, a heat burst rose the temperature to 140 degrees Fahrenheit in the middle of the night, knocking out power to the town.
140 degrees Fahrenheit at night.
No, I don't believe that. There's no way. It was so hot that the crops were scorched, corn actually cooked on the stalk, and car radiators reached the boiling point. The temperature and extremely dry air persisted for 4 hours. It was so horrible that residents believed it to be the end of the world and named it Satan Storm. It is the worst recorded heat burst to this day. So this is literally telling you right here that there's been multiple times in history that this has happened.
Oh yeah, it's even happened in my area, which blew my mind.
Yeah, heat burst, the phenomenon behind the weird nighttime temperature spikes. So again, what they're saying here, so they're explaining it with all these precipitation, hail, high winds, tornadoes, lightning, heavy rain, and the strangest of all is the heat burst. It happens as a thunderstorm is dying, sending temperatures rocketing to levels typically seen in the middle of a hot day. But sometimes the phenomenon occurs well after dark, accompanied by high winds. So yeah, it's talking about Norman, Oklahoma now. Cluster, June 15, 2016, actually. A cluster of thunderstorms in the Texas Panhandle put out an impressive anvil cloud, the flat, wispy cirrus shield blown downward from the thunderstorm's core.
And that's that cirrus shield that blew downward was the heat burst.
Yeah, so it's telling you right here that they can still happen today. Usually it happens in the Midwest on the tail end of a dissipating storm. Never heard of the storms causing the temperature to rise and make the air extra dry. Have you? No. Of all the nonsensical things I've ever heard, this has got to be probably the worst. I mean, the best example of one. This does not make any sense to me, guys. Usually after a storm, don't the temperatures drop? Typically they do. The temperature usually drops.
I will say in Philadelphia, it's very common to get scattered thunderstorms. And if the thunderstorm misses Philadelphia and like goes like just above or just below, it gets hotter here, but it's a humid hot, not dry air hot. There's no like heat burst. It goes up like 5 degrees and it's more humid because the moisture's in the air, but we're not getting the relief from the rain. I hate that. It happens a lot here.
Yeah,
and that's daytime, not nighttime.
And it doesn't really make sense because even in the hottest blazing, sun part of the day, like in the middle of the day, you're not going to reach 140 degrees. So this is really bizarre to me, and that it happens at night, so it does not require the sun's energy at all.
Rick, no, it's not. I'm going to have photographs of a lot of other things, like photographs, not just words. It's not just words. I've got news reports.
I'm going to add this to my Would You Rather series, if I ever make one. Would you rather be scorched by one of these or something?
I know, it's horrible.
I know, it is terrible.
They're also calling it a heat burst wake low. Never heard of wake low either.
Now, where did you find this one? How did you find it?
I was watching some video and they started talking about it, and I was like, what?
How many of you guys used to watch the Weather Channel on the regular? I know I did. Yeah, so I've never heard of heat burst. They would have talked about it before, I'm sure.
Guys, there are so many weather events that we've never heard of before that now exist in this reality.
Maybe it's because of the 12 different clouds we have, 12 different types of clouds.
Mm-hmm. I thought we had more than 12 different clouds.
There might be more, but I thought there were 12 now. Is there more?
Angels Don't Fall says, I have videos or shorts with the temperature over 144 degrees Fahrenheit.
Recently, but I know there was like many different types of clouds. I thought there was like more like 16.
You're telling me, what in the world? This heat burst was likely to blame for severe weather damage in southeastern Alberta. Look at that, in Canada.
No, it's Alberta, Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. Okay, I thought it was Canada. Never mind.
It's okay.
So there's 10 major.
You guys up north. You guys up north. Now, how many hot months do you actually get? Like where it's 90s and above?
May, June, July, August, September, sometimes October, sometimes November. So sometimes up to 7 months a year.
Really?
Yeah, it depends on the year. Some years I get 4 or 5 months. Other times it's up to 7.
Now, you know what's really strange this year I noticed that, we've had our cycles of hot and cold, but up until about 2 weeks ago, it was like 30, 40 degrees at night, followed by like 50-degree weather during the day in Alabama.
Not here.
It's been pretty cold up until about 2 weeks ago, or about maybe a week ago.
It's been a very cold spring.
Yes.
What were you saying, Esther? Because Esther, you're much further north.
Ours was about 3, like June, like mid-June. It used to be earlier in June, but now it's like mid-June. July, definitely, August, and then usually like the first couple of weeks of September, it starts cooling down. I know, Ben's birthday, like every time without fail, within like a week or within a couple of days before his birthday, it will always get like really cold. And I'm like, no, the day before he was born, it was really hot. The day I had him, it was cold. And after that, it was freezing cold.
Yeah, we don't get ours. It fluctuates, but usually I'd say on average we have 4 to 5 months of hot weather, and then sometimes it can be 6 or 7 months. It's ridiculous. Like we keep losing spring and fall to the summer.
Mhm. Well, this
We
year,
don't
like
lose
it's
it to
weird.
winter.
Like we actually, like our May is already like really warm, and it's just weird. Like the weather is not normal. Like
Well,
they'd even predicted snow last week, and we're like, no. And thankfully, we didn't get any, but they were saying that we might have gotten snow, which is
Well,
weird.
I will say that we are in El Nino, and when we're under an El Nino, Philadelphia is cooler than it usually is, and they're predicting a cooler summer for
yes,
us.
and
Thank
we
heavens.
yes, and we just came from having a La Nina. You know, we had a La Nina
And
this
that's what
year.
hot and dry here. Yeah.
Yep. But then the La Nina disappeared, thank goodness, because it was causing lots of severe weather.
Yes.
All right, so we're doing which one are we doing next?
I don't know. Now you're going in order.
Okay, I'm going to go in order. So
Did you
yes, the
cover
next
the?
one.
You missed one at the top. I know you missed one of mine at the top.
Right, I'm going from the bottom to the top, so we're going to do Batman next, right?
Okay.
That'll work. Right. Here we go.
Esther's got two, so I'm gonna read this one.
Whoops. Okay.
Just a dual. No, that's a different one.
Yeah.
When you said Batman, I was thinking of a different effect.
Oh no.
I'm looking at the Batman logo. That looks so wrong.
It does. It does look messed up. The little things sticking up on it.
Each one of the letters has like horns on the top, and I don't remember that.
Yeah. All right, guys. So the Batgirl costume worn by the late Yvonne Craig in the 1966 TV series Batman has changed from what I remember. Which costume colors are closest to your memory? A, B, or C? Now I'm speaking of the live action television series. Which color do you remember her wearing?
It had to.
I'm sorry?
I was going to say, for me, it was either A or B.
Okay, so A is either a black to a navy blue, B is purple, or C is gray.
I think it might have been B.
Definitely the hat, the hood thing was definitely like a grayish color. I'd say B for me.
It's not gray, it's purple.
Well, it's like I don't know, it was like a, not gray, but it looked closer to like a grayish.
Jeff, what do you remember? Are you still there?
Yeah,
Jeff,
I think I remember A.
The last one reminds me too much of, well, this does sound weird, but it kind of reminds me more of like Robin or something. Like, I know it's not his colors, but it doesn't look right to me.
Either A or C.
Esther, can you read Brian's chat? Because I can only see mine.
I'm throwing them. I'm actually throwing them up there on the screen.
B question mark. Never seen the show.
Mostly B's, but we got a couple A's out there.
Yeah.
No, we got no C's so far.
What the?
What?
What reality?
Now, I remember A. I don't know why this picture exists. I think someone photoshopped it. I didn't Photoshop it. I found this photo. But I remember A, a dark blue or black. I don't remember it being glittery either. Do you guys remember it being glittery?
No.
Okay, because it's glittery now. I also remember C in the comic books, but just A for the show. So I do remember the gray and blue in comic books, but not in the television show. I remember A. Now, if you guys remember B, when you see it, do you remember it looking like this? Because I do not. So now I'm asking you again, do you still remember B? Because that's B.
Oh my word.
I feel like it was more of a darker purple though.
I remember a dark blue like navy or black. I do not remember this bright purple, and it was not glittery, and now it is.
Right, yeah, it wasn't that light purple color.
I told you when you were saying it's kind of gray, I'm like, no.
Well, it was like a grayish purple. Like it was like Batman's color, but it was a little more feminine looking. But that's just
I mean,
it was like, no.
It's the wrong color purple. Darker and no glitter.
Yeah, I would say darker, no glitter. Yeah, darker purple.
It just looks wrong.
I have more I know. I know. Go ahead. So here's some residue that people remember it like I do, like darker or blue. Or maybe this is closer to what you guys remember. I don't know. There's very little residue of what I remember. I did find a couple.
I'm going with D, all of the above. Not B, C. No glitter. Yeah, I don't remember glittery.
All right, Brian, go on.
I remember glitter being a thing back then.
No.
Because glitter
Sequins,
gets
but not glitter. I do remember sequins back then, but not glitter.
Oh, yeah.
Brian, there's more to that presentation. I don't know what you're doing.
There is?
Yeah, there is. There was an arrow, too.
Oh, okay. It wouldn't let me flip over.
I know nobody likes working with glitter because it gets everywhere. And I can't imagine them wanting to work with somebody who wears glitter or have an outfit that's covered in glitter. It's just like the Scary Movie costume being all glittery. It was weird.
Yeah. So I remember it like on the right, like these colors above. I don't know why they exist though, because they don't match the show. Like the top right, you can even see is like an Alame photo with their watermark on top of it. This is more like I remember. I don't remember that bright purple. I remember that.
Sandy.
Yes.
Do you see Noise Guru's comment?
Try to imagine me. I used to actually dye my hair. Not red, but like I used to add like an eggplant color to it.
Somebody push buttons and I'm swiping left either way. I will say, seeing the left top and the bottom, that does look right. Now I'm seeing it like that.
Actually, if you swipe right, it means yes.
It's just the one on the right looks weird. I don't know why. That just looks too
dark.
But the other one looks more like it's that medium. Like it's not as dark as that, but it's not as light purple. It's like that looks like the correct color.
Did you guys?
Like I said, it was kind of like a.
No, not yet, Brian. These are closer to my memory, but I can't explain these pictures other than color manipulation, so I cannot count these as residue. They just exist for some reason, despite the official color being purple.
I don't remember it being like two different colors on the head, the helmet thingy, whatever it is. I just remember that's where like that purple comes in.
Yeah, but look how purple. I can't. That's so wrong. It's just, I don't remember purple. And it's glittery. The glittery thing is really messing with me.
It didn't have the glitter.
Shout out if you guys see anything that looks familiar to you. I don't know why there's a picture of just Batman there. I think it zoomed in by accident.
I think it was supposed to be gray in the 60s and not black. Yeah, gray. Chloe, half
Like I said,
century Batgirl. She
I
had
mean,
purple
even the
inside of
toys.
her
The
cape.
toys are bright purple.
Matthew said that she had purple inside of her cape. It's like she's a whole different superhero with purple to me. Yeah.
It just seemed like they would have called her Batwoman.
Yeah, I do have a slight memory of Batwoman, but I think it's because I'm thinking of Catwoman.
Yeah, maybe that's why they did it differently.
Now, there is this version of her that's gray and blue, so I threw it in there in case anyone remembered gray and blue. But like I said, I remember gray and blue from the comics. Brian, can you zoom in on the toy on the bottom left?
Yeah, I feel like it
was
a version of her, but it wasn't the live action version that she was that color.
Well, no, that's like a lavender color with black and lavender. So I thought maybe some of you might remember that color instead.
I'm curious, you guys, how many actual Funko Pops do you believe there are out there?
Oh God, there's got to be millions.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
I used to know somebody at the agency I worked at, and this person had all over their cubicle had all these Funko toys, whatever.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I just want to point out real quick on her boots, you know, so they look like bat ears.
Yep, that's how it was in the comic book.
I just want to point that out in case that changes.
Yeah, it does change because in the TV series she's wearing high heels, and not the high heels that are in the top left, like these weird boot high heels that are short, like ankle boots.
Wow. Over 15,000 unique Funko Pop figures available. However, this number consistently increases as new figures are regularly released. Wow, Erica, thank you. Wow,
do they make, I guess they get demands from people or requests actually. They get requests on what to make, I'm sure.
Yeah, and they also have like GameStop exclusives or like this comic book show or this Comic-Con exclusive and things like that. They also have those type of things. Like I own lots of Funko Pops. We own quite a bit. Especially Dr. Who.
All right, Esther, we got a couple of yours coming up. You want to do these?
Yeah, I purposely put one in between to give her a break from reading.
That is good. That is a good choice.
Yeah.
All right, Esther, you want to read this one?
Yeah. So I was talking with Sandy on the phone when I said something not once but twice, and it turns out there's a lot of residue for what I said. What is the missing word in the bottled water brand name? What do you remember? Poland?
Can't say the word.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a very, very popular water brand. Not Fiji, not Icelandic, or any of the other ones, but Poland.
I can't see the chat.
I don't know. It's probably about this. Well, it's the same price as Aquafina, I think.
It's most likely not in your country, Jency. Where'd you tag me, Angels Don't Fall? On Facebook? So Erica says Springs.
Yes. Springs. Yes, it does start with an S. Not in Europe. Yeah, here in America, I would imagine it's all over, like, at least from, like, the East Coast. I don't know if it's on the West Coast or not, but I haven't been out.
I think it's across the United States.
Yeah. It's a pretty big company here.
On YouTube? Let me see if it shows up in my notifications. I don't think I've been tagged on YouTube. Let me see.
Your chat's showing faster than ours.
I don't see anything. Maybe it's in the community tab, which I can't see. I'll just go to your channel. It's okay. I will check them out after the show.
All right, can we go on to the next?
Yeah.
I think we should hear the sausage. That was funny. The name of this company has been Poland Springs since 1845, but I have a dual memory which includes Poland Springs. Does anyone else remember Springs? Yeah, I kept saying.
Honestly, I've never even heard of this one, so I'm sorry, Esther. I can't say either way.
You've never heard of Poland Spring water?
No, I'm an Aquafina or what do you? I get Sam's water now, but I used to drink a lot of Deer Park.
No, I'm just surprised. Maybe it is only on the East Coast.
I've never heard of it. Have you, Jeff? Have you heard of this one?
Yeah, I used to drink it. I have current memory on it.
Springs sounds better. Yeah, it is. I did say Springs like a couple of times. So I was reading it, or not reading it. Sorry, when I was saying it to Sandy on the phone. Prior to 1845, the company sold bottled water, which is an ME. For me, that's way too early for bottled water. Just as just Poland water.
Hi, John Nada, and good night.
Are you telling me that it's before its time?
Yeah, I mean they sold bottled water all the way back to 17 something. No, no 17 something prior to 1845. It's gonna come up. You'll see it.
That's weird.
Poland water was given and sold at the Poland Spring Resort, which is where Poland Spring water originated from. You can clearly see Poland Spring on the china plate above, but it was sold as Poland Springs on Worth Point. Poland Springs Resort.
There you go. 1794, Brian.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's crazy.
They sold Poland water in 1794.
But this antique hotel bill clearly has Poland Springs written on it, and Poland water ad says Poland Spring. Even the company can't get it right.
And you're going to see the Poland Springs one later on. I did a close-up of it, but the bill on the bottom left says Poland Springs water vending machine bill. And here's Poland Springs water in a ton of menus and ads. Hey, Damien's here. Hey, Damien.
Yeah, I just noticed. He just said hi. Is that a Polish joke? It was Springs.
Is that a shawarma? What is that there on the left, top left?
A what?
No, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, Ryan.
Oh, I couldn't tell if it was like a.
That looks like probably
a gyro. Looks like a gyro almost.
I mean, I guess so. It says a wrap. It says that it's one wrap and 1 20-ounce bottle of Poland Springs water for $7.
Nice. I wish the prices were that cheap now.
It kind of looks like a Subway thing.
Yeah. Brian, there's a lot of residue. Keep going.
I know. You guys know Subway subs are they're like $12 for a foot long now.
I don't know. I haven't.
Like $1 an inch. Huh?
Since I left, I haven't eaten there. So I've had too much Subway for a lifetime. Yeah, everything in green is Springs.
Yeah.
You know what grinds my gears? Poland Springs.
There's residue here for Poland Springs. Quite a bit here.
Everywhere. I keep going. There's a ton more.
Oh, Poland. You have Poland and... Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Okay, so here's that. This is the Poland Spring Resort, but they wrote Poland Springs on their actual bill for the resort, which is called Poland Spring.
Wow.
You missed one.
What?
What happened? There was an ice cream truck. We're missing one. Oh well.
Oh yeah, yeah. He showed the ice cream truck.
I did. I showed it.
Oh, he went so fast I missed it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Rick said Springs with an S.
What's next, Brian?
Um,
That's what happens when you jump around. Don't miss any. Starts with Karen and then moves up.
I've got it. Don't worry, I've got it. The next one's Scooby Doo.
Who wants to read?
I'll read, or Jeff. Jeff, you want to read?
Yeah, I'll read this one.
Okay.
And the last one is Esther.
No, wait, there's one more. Remember?
There's one more. Oh, there's yours. And then there's Esther's.
Yeah, I'll read mine next.
Okay.
Esther's.
All right. The original version of Daphne Blake, one of the characters in Scooby-Doo, has changed for me in a couple of ways. Question 1. Were Daphne's eyes white or flesh in your past?
So in the chat, what do you remember? What color were her eyes? Were they the whites of her eyes? Were they flesh color or were they white? What do you remember?
Since he said they didn't have white eyes, only lines.
I kind of feel like they were flesh colored.
No, for me it was the old ones like that. The one that you're showing there, they just had the flesh. They didn't have white. But it wasn't until like a little bit later on they started getting white in their eyes when the animation got better.
Now all of the questions are about the old ones. I should say that. All of them are about the original. I think I said that in the first slide, but I wasn't sure. So pushing buttons says flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Jency says they have black dots instead of eyes. My memory's different than you guys. I'm going to show you. We can go on, Brian. This is kind of a long one. Okay, Jeff.
I do remember the men not having their eye color filled in, but Daphne's were. Now just Scooby has white eyes. Is this what you remember?
I do not remember her eyes being flesh. I remember the guys, but not her.
I have a dual memory of that.
Yeah, I kind of starting to like. I'm kind of like back and forth in my brain.
But in every episode I see, Daphne's eyes look like they forgot to color them in. They're just flesh color with black pupils, which sometimes makes her eyes appear all black.
Which is creepy. Here's how she looked to me. There's her eyes, the way I remember them.
Question 2. Which color dress and headband do you remember her wearing? Blue or purple?
I think it was blue, wasn't it?
I know it was purple for me. I remember very specifically in the movie a line being said that definitely like cemented that she wore purple.
Yeah.
Although it was kind of interesting because she was wearing almost like a fuchsia color in the movie when he's like, "You don't wear purple after Labor Day."
No, I did not, Super Mario Brothers. That sounds interesting. And hi.
Sandy, did you Photoshop these?
Yeah.
It's like purple is a something color. I don't remember what it was. It was like a.
I can't see Brian's chat. All I can see is mine.
I think we're saying the same thing. She's purple and
Most people are saying purple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because that's good. Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead, Jeff.
Before I ask the last question, I'm going to say that her eyes were white and she always wore a purple dress in my past. Does your memory match mine?
So she did always wear a purple dress. And it is purple. So don't freak out right now. But unless you remember blue. But even then, we're going to get to that because there's another question. Go ahead, Brian. It's the main question. Go ahead, Jeff.
The last question is presented showing the colors I remember for her dress and eyes. A, B, C, and D. Which color legs do you remember? Were her tights A, nude, B, lavender, C, light pink, or D, hot pink in your past?
So Jency says C. Pushing Button says A. Jency says and B, never D. Erica is an A. I can't see Brian's chat.
I feel like it's Sandy, I feel like it's D now.
What do you remember, Brian?
I don't know. I think sometimes it was A.
They all look.
But I feel like it's D now because I watch it. I watch it a lot now with Evie and everything.
It was not B. I can tell you that. Word.
Now here's the question I want to ask you, Esther. Are these colors closer to your Batwoman? The grayish purple of her stripes?
Yeah, I guess kind of. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened to her costume. It went on Daphne.
I'm actually right on par with Pushing Buttons and Jency in the chat. Go ahead, Jeff.
I want to say it's closer to D, but
I'm honestly having a multi-memory of A, B, and C. They all look right with the exception of D, hot pink, which looks completely wrong to me.
Wow. I'm getting a lot of D.
But it is D. Brian is right. It is D now.
They all look wrong, but the pink looks a little bit more right than purple.
That should say tights, and it autocorrected again, Jeff.
All right. And her tights have been light pink at times, but for the most part, her tights are bright pink, which I have no memory of.
Yes, but we're only talking about the original version of Super Mario Brothers. And check this out, though.
Oh, look at Freddy's hair.
Yeah, I know. Look at Velma's face. She looks like Sloth. Her one eye is big and the other eye is little. It's so messed up. I can't. She doesn't have glasses either. So weird.
Interestingly,
hand over his face that looked like he had a wig on for Scooby.
Interestingly, the original sketches of these characters makes her pink tights make more sense. Her dress was dark and the stripes were pink, so the pink tights matched. But Velma looks so weird and brown hair on Fred.
So bizarre. All right, so I clipped this together. Go ahead, read it. There's no sound. Go ahead. You can read it, Jeff, while it's playing.
All right. As you probably saw from the previous images, Daphne's dress is purple, and that is what I remember. But we have all seen the intro more than any single episode, and her dress is blue in the intro. Do you remember this?
Why is her dress blue in the intro? I do not remember it blue.
No.
Yeah, but it's definitely blue. And Brian, maybe that's why you remembered blue at first.
Yeah, I think so. Because I've watched it more recently, you know?
Yep.
Here are the original official sketches showing the characters, including Daphne's pink legs and purple dress. So why blue in the intro?
Jency, don't worry. I'm going to have a blue slide to match the blue dress, so it'll show you that it's actually blue coming up. Good job.
One more quick question. Do you remember the color of the words, the mystery machine, being outside the lines like this?
So basically, it looks like they colored an orange block and then wrote the mystery machine on top of the colored block. I don't remember it looking like this. I'm going to show you on the next slide how I remember it. This is how I remember it. In the movie and the official sketch by Hanna-Barbera back in 1970. You could see the green in between the letters. You can't see it now in the cartoon. It's just an orange block with letters written on top.
I'm thinking the mystery machine looks weird. Look at that, like the picture right there with the letters slanted upward like that. Was it like that before?
Well, it's not in the cartoon. It's not as obvious in the cartoon as it was in the movie.
Okay.
Check that out, Brian.
Yeah, residue. They're all facing upright.
Yeah. Good, Jeff.
Finally, I had to share this amazing clock face residue from one of the episodes. The numbers are even right side up.
So here we have a blue slide. So you can see that her dress is definitely blue and not purple. And someone drew her as blue. So I threw that in there too. It's just weird. It was never blue. Her dress was always purple for me.
Yes, it was always purple.
Hi, Philo.
I remember that. I remember that episode when the basketball people came to see them.
Oh, the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes.
Yep.
And there's all the pink stockings. Now, I have light pink stockings for those that remember light pink, because I remember all three except for the hot pink. So they're different shades of green. The light, because my original memory is the nude stockings. That's my A. A is my original memory, but I also have memories of B and C. So all of them get green, just different shades of green.
Yeah, I could see more like a pinkish color because it was closer to like nude.
Mm-hmm.
This was like, it wasn't a bright, like weird highlighter pink.
Now the top right, that pink background one, is a Hanna-Barbera trading card that came off a cereal box. And they have her stockings as nude, like I remember it.
It's a good find.
Thanks, Brian.
Because it's like an eggplant.
All right, we got two more, you guys. Hang in there. I know we're getting close to the. We're getting close to the. Huh?
No, I'm nothing. Go ahead, Brian. You're doing yours now, and then Nestor's. That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right, so this is the other thing I noticed here. So there's a popular eye and ear care brand name has changed for me. If you're familiar with the brand, the logo is above without the brand name. Please spell the brand name you remember.
You can't say it because you remember it differently, Brian.
Okay, what do you remember? It's a popular eye and ear relief.
In the United States.
The
Let's be
brand. We're
specific.
looking for the brand name, guys.
So
Without
not
looking
in
it
the US.
up.
I'm sorry.
Is it only in the U.S.?
Probably.
Anyone?
SVISIE or NEN.
I don't see anyone actually posting the name of it yet.
Push button 62 said that. Cian?
Okay.
Jency.
All right, here's the thing. I remember the brand as Similsan. Simil, Similsan. But who has the current memory?
Oh, I don't know.
Sandy, you have the current memory? Simallison is what it is now. Simallison. There's an extra
I like
A.
Philifire.
What did Philifire say?
He said, I get it all the time.
Simallison.
I'm sure of spelling.
My internet just went out.
Oh no. Sandy, what do you remember? Similson or Simallison?
I found some residue of ON, so I included it in orange. I don't know why my internet went out.
It's probably DNS issues, more than likely.
No, it's not. No. Great. I can't see the chat. I can't see anything because I have no internet on the tablet. I'm using my data right now. Brian, can you move through the residue quickly, please?
Sandy, I remember I had a router that I would have to like unplug it for like 60 seconds just to let the DNS settings drain.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know why. Until I get out of this show, I can't call to find out what the problem is. So, can you?
Yeah, we'll just
move.
All right. What?
Through the slides.
Okay, zooming in. That's what it is now. It's Similison, right? Yeah, that's what it is now.
No, it's not. That's residue. It's Similsan, AN. Some people remember it with an ON. That's why the slides are orange.
Okay, that's why it's orange. Okay.
Yeah, she uses an iPad, Jency.
Except I can't use the iPad right now because it says no internet connection.
See, here's the thing. I have used the Similsan, and when I say Similsan, I mean Similsan with an AN. Homeopathic drops for allergy eye. That's what this residue says here. There's more residue here for Similsan.
Which is what you remember.
Yes. Even many of the drugstores are showing even they're saying it's Similsan. But look at the box, ladies and gentlemen. Look what it says. Similsan. There's an additional A in there. Anyway, I thought I'd point that out to you guys.
I have used this brand before, I just realized. But it's been a long time.
I like them because they're full. They have natural ingredients in them. Now you do have to use them more frequently than regular drops because usually the regular drops will put like a coating on there for your eye, but you know they if you look at the warning on the back, it tells you that it may cause blurriness, blurred vision. So you got to be careful about how often, if you use eye drops, you got to be careful what's in it, you know? All right.
I use it for
now this is Esther, this is your part. You're going to take us to the end, okay?
All right.
You can do it. You can do it, Esther.
All right. Oh, that's right. This one's a dual credit for me and Paula Pellier. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your last name.
Pellier.
Yeah. On February 20th, 2023, I shared a video with our group about a type of water chestnut that had made me decide to save it for our Mandela show this year. Sorry, I should probably put my glasses. The screen is just far enough away. All right, I'm ready to move the computer closer to my face. But as things happen on the internet, the same video was shared in Teresa's group more this week by Paula. Sorry, I won't butcher your last name. So I decided to show it early in Mandela because it's perfect for that show. What did they find that was so good? I was holding on to the show nearly 9 months away. A water chestnut, more specifically, Indian water caltrops that are nicknamed the bat water chestnut because they look a lot like bats, which is why I thought when you said Batman. Both shared the same video, which showed them being black in color and explained that they grow in water, no soil needed.
What?
But while researching this, as I tend to do, I discovered they come in multiple shell colors: black, brown, red, and green. They all have white insides, though. So that would be Sandy doing the research. Excuse me. Another neat thing about these water caltrops are the way they look growing. Due to their diamond-shaped leaves, they form rosetta patterns in the water, making it easier to find for growers. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't research that part. I just saw the video about how they look like bats. Buffalo nut, bat nut, devil pod, nut, and mustache. Huh. Mustache nut.
Are they edible?
I think so. I mean, don't quote me on that, so don't eat them until you find out. Have you ever seen water chestnuts or caltrops shaped like a bat's before? They also are known as bull caltrops, and because some see a bull head with horns and the devil caltrop, you see why this is perfect for Mandela. Yeah, it is really cool. I think that they're edible. It's been a little while since I watched the video. It was back in February.
What do you guys think about that one? That's a good find, Esther. It also kind of looks like the Ghostbusters, the things that say Zool or whatever. The things that growl, little dog creatures.
Well, guys, the three on the bottom are AI art, making it the bat, the bull, and the devil. But the one on the top is the actual photo. I just want to say that real quick. My internet, Verizon has a router that connects to a power block that connects to this black thing, and the black thing has no power to it whatsoever. So I have to call Verizon, so I'm going to have to go, guys.
That's fine. We've come to the end of the show. You guys have any final questions for us before we close? Anyone from our chat?
Well, like I said, I can't even see the chat, guys. So I hope you mothers out there have a happy Mother's Day. And everyone else have a great night. Great Mother's Day tomorrow with your mothers.
Yes.
Or wives.
Make sure you take her out to eat or something. Do something nice for your mothers, okay?
Mm-hmm. And happy Mother's Day to my mom. Happy Mother's Day to your moms. And I'm going to have to go. I'll talk to you guys later. You have a great night. I'll see you next week.
Yes, I will. I will add at the here that being a parent, period, but we'll say being a mom is pretty darn hard in today's world. Isn't that right, Esther?
Yeah.
Maybe you could tell us about a day in the life for a mom. Tell us about that real quick.
It depends on what age they're at.
Tell us. I want to know.
It depends on if you're changing diapers, getting, puked on, or, what some other stuff, or taking them, to school, or picking them up from school, or taking them to doctor's appointments and dentist and eye appointments and all of those things, or just taking them to go get food. Don't go grocery shopping with kids if you can help it. You always end up spending more money. So don't take them to Walmart. You always spend more money.
But what is your job like? What do you like? I know it's like they say it's the most important job in the world.
Definitely training them and teaching them a lot of, especially like empathy and listening to other people, and being nice and kind to people, and definitely getting their focus off from, like, I know like a lot of parents focus on like academics and they worry about being straight A students, but then they kind of miss the whole, well, does it really matter if they
Right.
memorize all of those facts when they leave school? Are they a good person? Are they a good human being? Like I was telling you before the show, Ryan, about a friend of mine. He had lost his I would say ex-wife. They were in the middle of getting a divorce, but still his son had lost his mom a few months ago, and my son was so sweet, going, I feel so bad for him, because he knew this is going to be the first Mother's Day without his mom. And it's like, even though they had some issues and some troubles, still just knowing that, that's still his mom. And, he's still going to miss her, and it's still going to be a rough day tomorrow. So it was just nice to hear that my son was like caring enough about, other people, thinking about their well-being.
Yes, I think that's a God-given thing for women. Is like they're more, women tend to be more emotional, when it comes to things like getting more into the psychology of okay, so why is a kid misbehaving and all that, or why is this why is this happening, or even just planning family meals. I mean, that's rough. That's hard, man. Being able to plan, and you got to make sure you have everything, all the inventory. So I mean, it's a tough job being a parent, being a mom.
Like there's a meme out there. It's like, I'll take a bullet for you, but I don't want to cook dinner tonight. I'm like, yeah, that kind of sums it up. Where it's like, I will walk to the ends of the earth for you, but please don't make me make another meal. So yeah, if you can take your mom out for dinner, please do that, or lunch, or breakfast, or whatever. If you're gonna make breakfast, please don't make a mess in the kitchen, or at least don't leave it there. So it's like, it's great. Like sometimes the kids want to help out, and then like, ooh, you should have just let me do it.
in our house, the hands that cook the food are not the same hands who clean up the food. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you have to. There's a lot of balancing you have to do with that, and then on top of that, being a mom, being a working mom, that's tough too. Balancing work, family, and social life. It's always a daily struggle, and I pray that everybody is successful at that. And hope you all have a wonderful Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all you people out there, all you moms out there. Whether they're your step kid, or they're your real kid, or if you're a pet mom, whatever makes you a mom.
I love that. I love that. Final Fire says breakfast for dinner on occasion works. Yes. If all else fails, you can go to IHOP, right?
Oh, I don't mind pancakes or waffles for dinner sometimes. That's pretty good. Or sometimes I do eggs, you know. Hey, why not?
Exactly.
Well,
all right. Well, have a wonderful evening, guys and gals. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next week.
bye, everyone.
Have a great Mandela Effect night, and God bless.
Good night, everyone.
Hold on for the outro, okay? Okay, good night, everyone.